What's up? What's up? What's up? What's good, everybody? Shout out to the Apollo Media Center, by the way. Welcome to the intimate setting of Everything Buffalo Show. All right. Brought to you by Solo Eats. My guys down at Solo Eats. Phenomenal place. If you want to, go get you some grub late at night, like me. Right now, you see my haul. I got an entourage full of stuff. Look up my guys on Solo Eats. Downtown, they got phenomenal bakery, phenomenal food, obviously, yeah. Second to none, folks. Phenomenal show coming up today. We will talk about the Buffalo Sabres, nevertheless. They play shortly. We'll talk about the Buffalo Bills and what their season has been so far and what their season is going to be for the rest of the season. And we'll also talk about UB. UB 5-4, just coming off a loss finally after 5 games in a row, winning 5 games in a row. We will talk about all that and a whole lot more. Shout out to everybody that's right now on Facebook, YouTube, that's on Twitter, watching the show, Everything Buffalo Show here at the Apollo Media Center. Again, if I did not introduce myself, I am Andre the Torch Robinson, the guy who tells you accomplishments and statements all day long, every day. And, repping the incomparable Rise Up family down here in the heart of the city on public access television. Now, I'm going to switch it up a little bit today. Let's talk about the Sabres first. We always talk about the Bills on this show first. And, again, welcome to my intimate setting where we talk everything Buffalo. So, first and foremost, let's talk about these Buffalo Sabres. The retro reverse jerseys that I seen the other night when I was at the Sabres Penguins game, in which you saw the Buffalo Sabres put up 5 goals in the third period, 5 amazing goals in the third period to come back and beat the Pittsburgh Penguins 6-3. It was a phenomenal game, great sight to see. The Sabres have been pouring it on as of late. They're getting scorned from everybody right now. Even Tage got in the mix, 14 points after the first couple of games. I'm like, Tage, what's up? But afterwards, my guy Tage Thompson has been putting up points, 7 assists, 7 goals, 14 points to lead, the Buffalo Sabres this season and scoring. My guy Victor Olofsson early, getting it going early. He has 8 goals, leading the team in goals right now. Victor Olofsson doing a phenomenal job, and Rasmus Dahlin, my guy Rasmus Dahlin getting it in. He has 8 assists in this season so far, 2 power play assists too, and he has a +10 on his season. Plus, I got to give it up to the goaltending. Goaltending looks pretty good. Eric Comrie has lost 3 games, won 4 games, has a goals against average of .329. I'm hoping he could get that down a little bit. But he's a new guy coming into the fold. But my guy, Craig Anderson. You got to give Anderson 40 years old. He's the oldest. He's like the oldest goaltender in the league. And he's undefeated, undisputed. 3-0 right now with a .166 goals against average right now. Save percentage almost at .950. Craig putting in work. I hope he's in net tonight, by the way, against the Carolina Hurricanes tonight in Carolina. Carolina is second in the Metropolitan, and Buffalo is second in the Atlantic right now. 7-3 versus 7-2-1. Big fight feel, right? Big fight feel tonight for the Buffalo Sabres. Can they get it accomplished? Can they beat another good team? I was at the press conference with Coach Don Granato, and I asked him this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to let y'all hear this. So here's my first question to Don Granato the other night after the Pittsburgh 6-3 slaughtering of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Coach, talk about the first 10 games this season compared to last year's first 10 games of the season. Talk about the progression and things that you see that they're doing differently.
I can't really struggle to compare it to the past because everything is in the context of this season. We really don't know how good the league is yet. We're trying to figure the context of the league this year. There's lots of trades and lots of changes. When you get older, things change. And So every year is a new year, and we don't know where we fit in, but we do know there's a lot of areas we can improve on, a lot of areas we can progress, a lot of areas we have to, and that's really our daily focus.
All right, you heard what he said. You heard what he said. Listen, the Buffalo Sabres have come out a couple of seasons now, and they have been good in the beginning. And a lot of people think it's because a lot of these teams haven't really got their feet up under them as far as the season starts. The first 10 games of the season, people are like, oh, you're just adjusting to the season. People are starting to get their feet up under them. They're starting to catch their first, second, and third win in hockey, because hockey is a up and down sport. So that's kind of what he's talking about. He hasn't really seen the full league yet. This is the first couple games. People ain't got the wonder under him, but nevertheless, he still gives credit. Still gives credit where credit is due. And I kind of asked him, what's the difference? I want to know what the difference between last year's team and this year. Last year, to me, last year, if the Sabres was down 3-1 in the third period, we're not seeing the Sabres win. We're not talking about the Sabres winning 6-3. We're not doing that. We're not having the conversations about, Tage Thompson on a power play right after the Penguins had just scored to start the third period. They scored 8 seconds into the third period to make it 3-1. Then here comes Tage Thompson on a power play assisted from Jeff Skinner and Rasmus Dahlin to cut into that lead to make it 3-2. And then Victor Olofsson getting in the mix of things, we saw him get in the mix. Victor Olofsson scores, ties the game at 3. Owen Power had a phenomenal game, by the way. Young guys doing their thing. Big time. You got to give these young guys some credit for what they're doing on the ice. You still got Owen Power. You got Jack Quinn. You got guys like Peyton Krebs. Those guys, young, maturing at the right time. I think this year is a little different. They have more of a business model this year. The Sabres are kind of, in some sense, taking after the Bills. The Bills model this year has been business sense. It seems like the Sabres have been about business this year, winning these close games. The other night, they were down a couple goals to Chicago. They come back, they tie the game at 4, and then they win in overtime. We didn't see that last year from the Buffalo Sabres. So it was really good to see that this year. And, speaking of being down, because in some games you're not always going to be up. The Sabres know that. Young, they're still learning some things. They still got room for improvement, like Don was talking about too. But we also know that you're going to have some down games. And I had to cut a little promo. With my second question that I asked Don. So here's the second question I asked. I think it's coming up shortly.
Offensive instincts and creativity took over. That was a really nice component. That's something we're trying to build on the power play, and it's going to be a progression, but it was a good sign.
Hey, Coach, when you speak of adversity and pressure, you talk about it a lot. Are there any players in particular that say, hey, listen, let's wake up. Let's get this going. Let's go. It's third period. We got to get this. Yeah. Any fire starters in particular?
Fortunately, we have lots of guys that aren't afraid to be vocal. That means they trust that their teammates trust them, that they speak up for the right reasons, and there's some care behind it. They will lead by example. So yeah, there's quite a few guys that, and obviously the guys that wrote a letter, but beyond that, Middlestat, Cousins, Tuck, there's guys that aren't afraid to do that, and it's happening more and more, which is a good sign. Thanks.
All right.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let y'all hear this. So,
all right. So you heard it first, right there. All right. That was Coach talking about people who get it together.
You heard it first, right there.
People who get it together when time is needed to get it together, when they down. Here comes the guys he mentioned. You heard him. He mentioned Tuck. He mentioned Middlestat. which is interesting enough because, a lot of people think Tuck should have been the captain of the team. So interesting to see that from him or hear that from him as far as Alex Tuck is concerned, which it's interesting enough. Alex Tuck is the one who had the go-ahead goal in the 6-3 win over the Penguins. Fourth goal scored by none other than Tucky himself. Alex Tuck had assists from Tage Thompson and Jeff Skinner on that one, the go-ahead goal. And then here comes Kyle Okposo, the captain, getting involved. All right. Kyle Okposo, I think, is the second African-American captain in the NHL right now. I think Jerome Iginla was the first one for Calgary Flames. So interesting enough. Got to shout out my guy, Kyle Okposo. Doing this thing. Leadership is above many in the league. And then Victor Olofsson, again, adds another empty netter. And we got 6-3. All right, we got the 6-3 final right there. You guys right now are watching Everything Buffalo. We talking about the Buffalo Sabres to kick off the show. If you're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, like and share, man. Don't be a hater. Like and share the show. We got more to talk about. Again, show brought to you by Solo Eats. I ain't even got my eat on yet in this intimate setting. You will see me get my eat on. I'm going to tell you if this is good during the show or not. This is banana pudding cake right here and strawberry crunch cake right here made by Solo Eats. And then, I'll get my little double cheeseburger on here and there. But, all right, with that being said, talk about the team that's eating right now. Let's talk about the Buffalo Bills. Why not? I know y'all been waiting for me to talk about the Bills, so let's get into the Buffalo Bills a little bit. We can talk about the 27-17 beatdown that you saw on Sunday Night Football. To me, I'm going to be honest with you, it was kind of boring. That sounds bad. Two of my, my favorite team getting a butt kicked by the Bills, team that I cover, kicking my favorite team's butt. But it was kind of boring. It was another one of those business as usual games I've been talking about as far as the business model with the Bills. They came in, was up 24-7.5, and the game was already pretty much over. Okay, it was already over. It was over before it started. Let me read some of these comments, by the way. Dalton, what's up? Joey said, what's good? What's good? Always share the show. 12-man Mafia, my friend, is for sure. Thank you. I appreciate you doing that. Can't wait tonight's game unless ESPN Plus. Yep, absolutely. What's up, Blaze? Blaze in the house. He been asking me about these Sabres, man. I think the Sabres can win tonight against Carolina, by the way. All right. With that being said, again, like and share the show, man. Don't be afraid to share the show. All right. Don't be afraid to share the show. I will be on later on tonight, too. My guy from Las Vegas invited me on to a show, Rocco Raquelli, PRconnections.com. I'll be on there talking some sports, some baseball, some hockey, some football with my guy, Rocco Raquelli. So shout out to him from Las Vegas. We will be on and popping, talking about sports. But, too, also, don't forget, make sure you watch the Alphabets football show. All right. Last night we had the Rise Up Unlimited radio show brought to you by WDAP Radio and WDAP TV. Angelita Allen, David Allen, phenomenal folks, giving us that platform. Phenomenal time with Marcus the Alphabets yesterday, who was the host of Alphabets football talk show that you'll be watching later on at 10 o'clock too, with Ramona Dye. It was a really good show. And shout out to my guy, Rashawn Reeves, Mr. It's hard to leave. We kind of talked about Tom Brady a little bit last night's show. But getting back to the Buffalo Bills, nevertheless, I want you guys to like and share. Do not be afraid. All right. You can call in too. Call line is open as well here on the show, 716-954-5209. You can call. All right. Get your comments, questions, whatever what's ever on your minds. If it's anything Buffalo, I'm willing to, talk about it. So Call in if you want. But we'll talk about these Bills right now. 27-17 over the Green Bay Packers, handing Aaron Rodgers his 4th loss in a row. Josh Allen was 13-25, 218, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Again, told you, it was 24-7, kind of boring. Kind of a boring game. Josh Allen just did what he needed to do to get through the game. And all right, let's move to the next one, which is in the Meadowlands coming up this week. But there is something that bothers me a little bit, and it's Josh Allen doing too much sometimes with the football. The interception that he threw to Jaire Alexander, which I think I have the clip of Jaire Alexander. I'll play it later if I can find it. Jaire was already jawing. He was jawing in the before they even got on the field to really play. They come out, they have this session where the teams come out and they do their little before the game. This little scrum, by the way, shout out to, and I'm going to shout him out right now because he was out there. These guys was out there with me, but shout out to Omos at MVP from the WWE. I took a nice little picture, had a little conversation with Omos. It was real nice. But while that was going on, I guess Jaire and Stephon Diggs was jarring at each other. Jaire telling him, yeah, you're a little baby, I can handle you, blah, blah, blah. Stephon Diggs like, okay, whatever. We gonna see, You know how those two are, two alpha type of personalities. So that was going on. But the pick to Jaire, nevertheless, I think was ill-advised, didn't need to happen. Probably could have threw the ball out of bounds. Jaire probably had a little fun with that one. Yeah, I got to pick off Josh Allen. Now what? Right? So it kind of worries me in games like that. Josh Allen, man, just throw the ball away. We know you, JA-17, you doing your thing this year, but come on, man. Don't throw an interception just to throw one, all right? I know you're a dog and you want all the points. You want all the smoke. But sometimes you just got to throw the ball away, put your kicker on the field, take those 3 points, move on, all right? So that's just something I'm looking at. Josh, I need you to clean that up, all right? Because you got to go 2 times harder than the next person when you're a Buffalo Bill. You got to go 2 times harder than the next to get a whole lot of respect. And if we see 11, 12, 13 interceptions this year on your record, they're going to be like, well, he shouldn't be the MVP. He's got too many interceptions. It'll be something. You throw for 5,000 yards, be 14, 15-2 if you want. But if you got all them interceptions, people will be like, oh, well, Josh Allen turns over the ball a lot. We'll hear a lot of that. All right. So clean that up, man. Don't throw interceptions when you don't need to. Don't give people fuel when it's not needed, when it's ill-advised. All right. Clean that up, my guy. 218, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions ain't you. Okay. All right. I know you're going against the Packers defense. The Packers secondary is pretty good, but yeah, clean it up. All right. Let me see some of these comments. I know I got some comments. NCW's in the house. What's good? I see you. By the way, speaking of NCW, before I continue to talk about the Buffalo Bills, because this is the Everything Buffalo show, and NCW is Buffalo. All right. It is Buffalo. Nickel City Wrestling coming up November 12th. Make sure you there at the Eastern Hills Mall. Me and my son will be there. The Jaw U Club will be in the building. All right. We'll be there, supporting my guy, Sam Slade and Shadow Cat and many others who wrestle for Nickel City Wrestling. We'll be there. It'll be a real fun time. So if you're in the Buffalo area, make sure that you support. All right. Don't be a hater. Support the positivity. All right. Now, speaking of which, Joey said that he took at the end zone and laughed at the man. I love this. Can't take hits like that, Josh. Yeah, man, he can't take hits like that. All right. I love Josh Allen, but sometimes he tries to fit the ball in little windows because he's a gunslinger and he thinks he can get it there quick. Not all the time, and that's what happens. The case, you throw it away. My friend, 5 interceptions and 3 fumbles don't look good on the MVP ballot. You are right, Joey. You are right, Joey. Next time you could call in and say that too, by the way. Okay? Call in. I like the calls too, all right? 716-954-5209. You are with the fire starter, all right? Andre the Torch Robinson in the building, all right? Let y'all know that accomplishments always send statements, and we having a good old time, you know? Shout out to the people at Solo Eats again, all right? Speaking of which, all right, so Stephon Diggs, 6 catches, 108 yards, and a touchdown. He did what he usually does. That's what he do, right? That's what he do. Yeah, pull the ball down, Josh, all right? Stephon Diggs cooking. All right, Devin Singletary, 14 carries, 67 yards in this game. You know, again, Devin Singletary making the most of his carries. Not a 3-down back. I don't need to get into this conversation again about Devin Singletary, okay? He is what he is for the Bills. And right now, as you saw earlier, might as well bring this into the mix of the conversation as well. You guys saw that the Buffalo Bills went and got Nyheim Hines. Now, there's a lot of controversy about why the Bills went and got Nyheim Hines. He's not the back that the Buffalo Bills need. He's not the back that's going to get them to the Super Bowl. He's not the power back that you need to get, you know, the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yards you need when you at the goal line and you need a first down, or you need a touchdown. You need to power the ball in the end zone. He's not that guy. He's not the 4th and 1 guy who you're going to use in power I formation or what we call 21-22 personnel. For those who don't know, I'm going to start quizzing y'all too. I have some questions about some football acumen. We'll talk about it later as we progress in the show. But, yeah, is he really that guy to be doing all that? No, he's the power. He is a speedster. He's a James Cook type of back. We already got James Cook, so why do we need Nyheim Hines? So that's the question that's being asked. But Nyheim Hines definitely has a lot of speed, and he's definitely versatile. All right, maybe Nyheim Hines could help James Cook get up to speed. All right, because they need James Cook to get up to speed for what he's supposed to be doing. All right, maybe that's why they went and got him. I can't make too many excuses for why the Bills didn't get a power back, because I thought they should have, and they didn't. So I'm kind of confused about the pick a little bit. But at the same token, I heard, and this came down from the grapevine. All right, okay, maybe it wasn't a grapevine. It came from my guy, Mookie Hawkins. Shout out to him, Power 96.5, Waffle Sports. Mookie kind of, answered my question the other night on Late Night Sports when I said, well, why? And he said, they got him because he's versatile. And right now, Josh Allen is the power back, okay? Josh Allen has been appointed to be the Buffalo Bills power back. By the power of Grayskull, he has not, been overcome by havoc yet, okay? I hope it don't happen, right? We all hope, power of Grayskull always overcomes havoc. Hopefully, sometimes havoc ends up, getting the best of situations, mayhem, be better protected from mayhem. Get some insurance. Probably should have did that by getting the power back, just maybe. But nevertheless, he is the power back right now, okay? All right? That's Josh Allen, all right? And it's probably not going to change no time soon, all right? Now, with that being said, I liked the game. Dawson Knox had a touchdown to kick off the game. Stephon Diggs followed up with a touchdown, gave the Bills 14-0 lead. Romeo Doubs, who I think is phenomenal for the Green Bay Packers. I know this is an Everything Buffalo show, but Romeo Doubs, I think he's going to be special down the line. All right. Cut the lead to 14-7, but then Isaiah McKenzie finally found his way back into the fold. I don't know where you've been. Stop dancing, Isaiah, on videos. Stop dancing. You ain't NSYNC or the Backstreet Boys. I've seen a couple of these videos where I want it. Yeah, the Bills Mafia wanted the way that you played. Yeah, the other night. Okay, scoring touchdowns. They don't want the Backyard Boys and NSYNC videos where you singing but you can't perform on the field. Okay, take a drink to that. All right, you are the number 3 receiver for a reason, and get paid to be the number 3 receiver. Get it together. All right. Tyler Bass added a field goal, 24-7 at the half. I told you this game was boring. Second half was just god-awful boring. Mason Crosby, I got to talk to him on the field. Phenomenal guy, very personable. Michael, cool guy. So was Randall Cobb. Got to talk to him. Real nice on the sideline. Think he's a phenomenal player. Got to talk to him. Real nice. But Tyler Bass put in another field goal. It was 27-10, and then Buffalo Bills was like, this game's over. And then the Packers scored about 5 minutes left in the game, 27-17. Folks was like, okay, I hope the Bills not giving up this game. Nah, not even close. The game was over at half. All right, 27-17 was your final. Buffalo Bills 6-1 for the first time since 1993, and they undefeated at home. It ain't even close. All they wins are against playoff teams from last year. All of them, okay? And all of those teams had 11 wins or better, except for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Not a jar. Not trying to jar at the Pittsburgh Steelers, okay? But all of them, 11 wins or better, all right? So the Buffalo Bills have just been beating teams who were in the playoffs last year. Dope, all right, 6-1. They get the New York Jets this week in the Meadowlands, in which the Jets are 1-3 at home. I'm gonna be honest with you. See another. I don't even want to call this game a doozy. I don't want to call it a doozy because the Jets have actually been playing pretty good. Jets are 5-3. Okay, can't sleep on any team in the NFL. Buffalo Bills 80%, according to FBI Football Power Index, that's ESPN's Power Index, by the way, has the Bills winning 80-20. Okay, not even close. All right. Now, Zach Wilson has 3 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Great stat, by the way, Zach. Told you. That's why that's why right there, when they put up quarterbacks pictures, you had a dog on your picture. That's why. Because that's your performance. Your performances are terrible in some of these games. All right, 5 interceptions, only 3 touchdowns. Sad. Breece Hall out for the year. We already know. Okay, he was their leading rusher, 463 yards, 4 touchdowns on the season, looking real good. Garrett Wilson, Ohio State product, was looking good too. 34 receptions, 429 yards, 2 of those touchdowns from Wilson to Wilson, okay? Yeah. Sorry to tell you this, but this one's a doozy, all right? Corey Davis is out this week for the Jets. Also, no Breece Hall. Again, I want to make sure he's on the IR. I'm sure he is. I'm almost 110% sure he is. Yeah, he is, by the way. So Matt Milano is questionable. Spencer Brown is questionable this week. Bills by 17 at least, according to my guy, Sam Slade from NCW, said 17 points. I'm going to agree with Sam Slade on this one. And I got the Bills winning this game 34-17. It'll be over in a quick New York minute. Blink your eyes twice Sunday, and the game probably will be over. Okay. Dalton said by 18 points. Okay. Well, you guys could call in, let me know what you think. All right. Joey, I see you, my guy. Call in, man. I see you got a lot to say about these guys, so make sure you call in. All right. Call in, tune in. I gave you the number. The number is right here. I'll pin it for you if I need to. All right. Let's pin this. All right. There you go. There's the number you could call in. All right. Let me know. Maybe you did call in. I think you did actually. Call in again. All right. Call in. One of y'all call in again. By the way, you are watching the Everything Buffalo show. I am Andre the Source Robinson, the fire starter. I'm in the building. We talking Bills. We talked Sabres earlier. You got to hear from Don how he felt about the Sabres. We're talking the Bills, all right? Bills week coming up against the New York Jets. The Buffalo Bills are the only team in the division that does not have a divisional win. I think that changes Sunday. All right. And with that being said, changing on Sunday, I got to change what the world I'm doing because I'm just letting my food sit here and I ain't took a bite of this yet. Shout out to Solo Eats. I said I was going to do this on the show. Shout out to Steve and all those guys down there, Solo Eats. I said I was going to try this right on the show and I'm going to do it because I'm a man of my word. Banana pudding cake. Tastes good as a Buffalo win on a Sunday or on a Monday. You got it. Pretty good. Pretty damn good. Solo Eats. Shout out to you. I give it a 9. 9 out of 10. I give it a 9. You know. Made me want a second bite. It's that damn good. All right. Wow. Shout out to my guy, Jay Andre, in the building. What's good? What's not available? You tried 3 times. Hold on. We're going to do this. Joey, I'm the guy who I love to hear from people. So if you called me and it said it wasn't available on the show, we're going to do this. Watch this. Why not? I told you this is an intimate setting. We sit back, we enjoy ourselves on Everything Buffalo Show. Caller, what's up?
What's up, Trey?
Oh, okay. I know who this is. My guy Dalton Smith. What's good?
Not much. I just like to talk about the Bills.
All right. Talk to me.
So I'm not taking away from the Hines trade,
Okay.
but I think they should have took Kareem Hunt.
So you said they should have took Kareem Hunt. Well, explain that. Explain that some. Why Kareem Hunt?
Because he's not like the top of James Kerr or Devin Singletary.
So what does Kareem Hunt bring to the table that neither one of those guys bring?
Yes, sir.
No, I'm asking you. What does Kareem Hunt bring to the table that Devin Singletary and James Cook doesn't bring?
Like every back. Like Kareem Hunt's not a third down back.
Okay, he's an every down back, is what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I respect it. Definitely respect it. Jay Renard, what's good? Yeah, you're gonna talk Buffalo. This is Everything Buffalo. You can call him. You can call in. I mean, maybe I'll save 5 minutes of the show so you can talk your smack, because I know what you want to talk smack about, by the way. All right. With that being said, to Dalton, tell me how do you feel about the Buffalo Bills so far this season? I know you ain't like the Nyheim Hines pick because I didn't too much either. I didn't understand it more. I won't say I disliked the pick. I say I didn't understand the pick fully. But tell me about the Buffalo Bills.
I mean, don't be wrong about the Hines. I'm happy for him. But it was kind of a questionable pick.
Okay. Interesting enough. Shout out to my guy, Josh Bailey. Stay tuned live. Shout out to him. Doing phenomenal shows on Tuesday. Yeah, man. You have welcomed into the building of, the intimate setting. Obviously, it's dark down here. Got the lights down here. It ain't all bright with a whole bunch of lights, TV lights right here. This is the intimate Everything Buffalo show. Josh Bailey, man, I got to ask you a question. Sir, you should probably call me. This would be a nice time to call the show, Josh Bailey. Be a great time to call the show, Josh. Talk about the Packers and what you saw against the Bills. I see you said the Bills is the team to beat, but I would rather hear your voice, sir. So you could call in 716-954-5209. I know I got Dalton on the line, but I could get you on the line too. Why not? Let's do it. I'm going to listen to Dalton talk about the Bills while I take a bite of this nice, beautiful sandwich from Solo Eats. It looks good. It's put together. I'm going to take a nice little bite of this thing right here. All right. Go ahead, Dalton. Keep talking.
Well, I'm glad the Bills defense is stepping up without Trey White.
Okay.
especially for
Mm.
him.
All right. So, anybody in particular? Hold on, Dalton. Let me get this other call real quick. Caller, what's up?
How you doing, brother?
All right, I'm a murder to call. Hold on. All right, I got 2 callers on the line. What's good?
I'm just calling you to talk about Boyd a little bit.
Okay.
I think he is an excellent kick returner, and he is also a good receiver out of the backfield. And like Jeff Allen said the other day, he is very quick. So I don't know if he's the best back we could have got, but it is definitely an upgrade. And I'm not saying Devin Singletary isn't doing a good job, but I think they brought him in to help Cook.
Right, which is kind of what I alluded to earlier in the show, as
Yes,
far
sir.
as him helping James Cook get up to speed.
Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely speedy, very speedy. I mean, Stephon Diggs was blown. His mind was blown during practice.
That's for sure.
Absolutely. Dalton, so
Yes, sir.
you on the line too. While we got both callers, I mean, he likes the Nyheim Hines pick. Tell him why you don't like it. Tell him a little bit why you don't like the pick.
The Hines think he's not every down back.
Your thoughts on that?
Is that because Taylor was in front of him? Because you're not going to put him in ahead of Taylor. Taylor's never down back, so they're not going to bring him in. He didn't really get an opportunity.
Interesting thought. Dalton, your thoughts on
What's
that?
up?
Your thoughts on that?
Sorry, I couldn't understand what he said.
He said Taylor was the reason why Nyheim Hines wasn't an every down back.
Well, that part's true. I mean, I agree with him because Taylor is the number 1 back for the Colts.
Yes, he is, definitely. Okay. All right. Well, Dalton, you was talking about defense a little bit. Caller, what's your name, by the way?
Ransom Head Jr.
Aha. My guy, Ransom.
It's usually Joey Hatch, but
That's my guy, Joey Hatch, in the building. What's good, Joey?
you know, just doing my part, brother. False man mafia representing.
Hey, well, I got a question for you. How about this defense that Dalton's talking about?
What defense is that, Art? I think our defense is great when we're healthy.
Oh, you said when healthy. Uh-oh.
That's why I think we brought in a safety and we brought in Rhodes. And we're trying to have people in the later season that have more time under their belt. Because you don't want a rookie catching pickoffs in bad weather. You would rather have a veteran.
Okay. I can respect that. But here's I gotta ask you this. Because Dalton talked about the defense being really good, and I'm sure he likes the secondary. Right, Dalton?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But my thought on Xavier Rhodes is, what roads is we going down? Is we going down the road? I thought we were going down the road of availability. And then when we got there, I'm not a guy who really liked the Xavier Rhodes pickup, because to me, it was like missionary every single night with these big bills and picking up these older gentlemen from the Colts. He reminded me of Vernon Davis.
Well, he said, you stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Yeah,
Well,
but I mean, what roads are
we-
we? Are we availability roads, or are we Cody Rhodes? Because that's what it's looking like right now with Xavier Rhodes. He looking like Cody Rhodes, the guy who ain't even available right now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. he said he stayed ready so he didn't have to get ready. But brother, you weren't ready.
Yeah, he wasn't ready. I mean, neither
So
was
at that
Vernon.
point, what do we need you for?
I mean, come on. This is right. What do we need Xavier Rhodes for? What did we really need him for? Why did they bring him here? He ain't licked the field yet. He ain't even licked the field. Like,
He just made it on the practice squad.
good God Almighty! Ain't that similar? Hold on. Let me give you the comparisons. Let me give you the similarities. Okay, 35, old, decrepit, AARP, past his prime. Came from the Colts. Oh, that's right. Injury prone. Damn. Like, they both the same. They was both the same player. And when I heard the Bills went and got this Xavier Rhodes guy, I'm like, oh, Jesus, here we go again. I'm like, what? Why did we do that?
They went out and got the safety because Rhodes ain't going to be ready. And who knows when Terrell Davis is going to be ready to start.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Come on. Come on. Vontae was the same player. Vontae Davis, I'm sorry, I keep calling him Vernon for some reason. Vontae Davis, the same, come on. They're the same guy. Like, we don't need practice squad guys right now. Have you seen what the Bills, depth at secondary has done this season so far? I think they've done a pretty good job. Christian Benford doing a pretty good job. I mean, the rookie Kyer Elam has been pretty damn good. Okay. You got Jaquan Johnson, who's been pretty decent out there. All right. I mean, Dane Jackson has been all right.
I can say the people we had back there, rookies included, we've done a great job. Because if you look at Elam's numbers, he ranks right up there with the best.
Right.
And that's not saying our 7th round pick started over him.
Right.
Because he knows more zone and Elam man to man.
Right. And I get it. I totally get the comments right now in the comment section. They going crazy about Nyheim Hines. I told Marcus on the show yesterday I didn't understand the Nyheim Hines pick. I really don't. I get it, he's a speedster, but he's James Cook. But the only reason why I would think that the Buffalo Bills would have gotten Nyheim Hines was to get James Cook up to speed. That's the only thing I could think of. And that's not even making an excuse for that trade that they made. But that's the only viable reason. And I told y'all in the show, Marcus the Alphabets, you do this every time. Stop coming in the middle of the doggone show and then putting out these comments in the middle of the show when you could have just called the doggone show and said this, what you saying in the comment section. You could have called. You could have banged my line. You could have said this right here on the show, right now, on the Everything Buffalo show, because this is an intimate setting and we have a whole lot of fun around here. You could have called in, you and Jay Renard. My guys from the show yesterday. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, to be honest with you, I was hoping they were going to trade Josh Jacobs to the deal, but we all know the Raiders won't do it.
Yeah, that's not happening. They're not trading Josh Jacobs. They're not doing that. We thought that the Raiders might be good this year, and we thought wrong. We all thought wrong.
Daniels, we all know he was going to be back. That's from Bill Belichick.
No, listen. I told y'all this. I'm going to say this again for everybody who just tuned in. If you on Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff. Josh Allen has been appointed the power back for the Buffalo Bills. By the power of Grayskull, this guy is going to be the Bills' power back, and hopefully havoc doesn't set in. Okay? I told y'all that. I said it. I say it again. You heard it. Damn. There it is. All right?
Here's a little fun fact for you people that don't know. Josh Allen was a running back before he became a quarterback. So he knows what he's doing. And right now, he is the best runner we got. Hands down.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The best runner you got right now is Josh Allen for sure. That's not even that's an understatement. By the way, you know what? I'm going to take this brief moment real quick. You guys can keep talking, but I'm going to show this beer. I'm going to show this bottle right here.
Yeah. Bills Mafia. Don Brown. Yeah. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the Mafia, I'm with the Buffalo Bills. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. Hey, who you reppin', what's your team? Who you reppin', what's your team? You know I'm reppin' for my team. I got that talent on my team. Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer, can you catch it? Can you? Trade day is like a mask, you not catching anything. Matt Milano making plays, we not scared of any team. Best in the AFC, all the praise of Brandon Bean. You hear Sean McDermott clapping while I'm snapping? Jerry Hughes will get the sack soon as you snap it. Andre Roberts running back, ain't no just backing. Mafia, we on a ride and we got traction. We got Beasley, we got Diggs. McKenzie make you miss. Dawson Knox with the stiff arm, treat opponents just like his. Feliciano, Deion Dawkins block defenders like the fence. Hey, it's the Mafia. I said no one on top of us. I said no one is blocking us on top of our division, so it's clear that it's no stopping us. Google best team in the league and we popping up. Hey, who you reppin'? What's your team? Who you reppin'? What's your team? You know I'm reppin' for my team. I got the salad on my team. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills.
All right, there you go. There you have it. Make sure you get your tickets now after the show. Make sure you get the tickets, all right? Make sure that you support. I told you, support positivity, all right? Go get them tickets, man. You want that bottle? Go get them tickets. I don't drink and I even bought tickets, all right? Go get them tickets, all right? For sure. Now, with that being said, got some comments to get into real quick. Marcus said I'll address it tonight. Can't wait to hear that. I'll be at work for that one. William Richter, what's good, my guy? Yeah, that's why they should have got a real back. I'm afraid of the same thing a lot of folks is afraid of. That Havoc is going to end up having his way sooner or later. Power Grayskull can't save you forever. And it don't save you 100% of the time. I told you, it do not protect you from mayhem. All right, you better go get some real insurance, and that should have been a power back. All right, that should have been a power back. But nevertheless, cool and all. Jay, I need my guy Josh Bailey to call the show right now too, because we need to talk about some more of this, this Packers Bills stuff. You can call the line too, Josh. All right, or leave your number up here, and I'll make the phone call. I don't care. I'm good for it. All right. Now, once again, Bills 27-17 over the Packers. We got the Jets coming up. Jets looking good early. All right. But I think this one is a snooze fest. This one might be a doozy. All right. If the Bills come out business and business motto, then the Bills should win this one hands down. But if they come out lackadaisical, like they did last year against the Jacksonville Jaguars, they're going to have a problem. It's going to be a major problem. It's going to look ugly. It's not going to be pretty. All right? We're going to have a whole lot of people talking junk about how the Buffalo Bills lost to the New York Jets. Okay? We definitely don't need that. So let me ask my callers real quick because they on the line. What what do you see the Buffalo Bills need to do in order to win against the Jets? Let me get this merged in too.
I do this stop James Robinson, put pressure on Zach Wilson.
Okay.
On offense side, Mike, we got to do running game and offense touchdown. It's gonna be a blowout no matter what.
Okay. I heard that, Dalton. Caller, what's up from Georgia?
Yeah, it's Georgia though, but it's Bailey, baby.
Let's go. Speaking of Buffalo, look at him with the Buffalo reference. It's Bailey, baby. Of course, y'all know if y'all from Buffalo, y'all know Bailey Ave is the east side. All right, east side, Buffalo, Bailey Avenue. Shout out to y'all. Josh Bailey, what's good, my guy?
Much, man. Support my guy.
For sure. Definitely 110%. Appreciate that. Talk about what you saw with this Packers-Bills game.
Man, like I said, the last week, I ended some moral victories though, but I'm finally glad we start running the ball. We didn't get the win, but we going in the right direction because our best weapons is running backs. We ain't got the talent yet to air the ball out like we had with Devontae. But I think if we still continue to run the ball like we've been doing against Buffalo, I guess was the number one run defense. It's the recipe for success going the future.
Is the Buffalo Bills run defense really number one though?
Hey, that's what the numbers say.
Really number one though?
I don't think so. I mean, they a legit defense though, but I mean, I think our weapons, Dylan and AJ. I mean, Aaron, we can run through anybody. You know what I mean? I think we're right behind Hunt and Chubb.
Right. Marcus the alphabet. If you don't stop it with your nonsense, you keep with this nonsense, you're making me drop my cake every time you type about Gabe Davis and his 3 catches. Stop it. Okay. Got another caller on the line too. I'm gonna bring him into the fold. Let's do that right now. All right. Woo. Woo. Okay. Yeah. So caller from Massachusetts. What's up?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I have heard about enough of this.
I can't believe. Yo. What's up, Jay? I got Jay and Jay on the line with Dalton Smith and Joey Hatch in the building. Come on, man. What's up, Jay?
Packers, baby.
Let me tell you something. Buffalo just lost their shot at the Super Bowl because they made 0 impact moves, while the Miami Dolphins made every single impact move to move themselves closer to a Super Bowl.
Wow.
Now, I'm not saying we're going to the Super Bowl, but we've made ourselves closer to a Super Bowl.
Okay. And right now, by the power of Grayskull, I'm going to call right now, and I'm going to ask the fans that's watching, the callers that's on the line, do you believe that the Miami Dolphins is closer to a Super Bowl than the Buffalo Bills? Go ahead. Go ahead. Say that again.
Hell no.
Hell no.
That dude's head must be big from that sun because he's going in the water.
Oh,
You
man.
haven't been seeing what our offense has been doing lately because we've been shredding people.
Oh, man. Here we go.
Sounds good.
Shredding people.
It's funny because your own team calling out their own quarterback.
Sounds good.
Wow.
What y'all got to say about that?
Mm-hmm.
Your own teammates are calling out your quarterback saying you shit. Sorry for that.
No, it's okay.
What is he saying? I didn't hear what he said.
Hey, what matters is on the field.
Oh, you heard what he said. He said, how about your team calling out your quarterback? You done came on the Everything Buffalo show talking about the Miami Dolphins closer to a Super Bowl than the Bills.
Never.
Hey, you guys don't have how you want it, but I think Miami is already 1-0 against Buffalo already.
Oh.
We got that ass.
Oh.
We got that ass in December too.
Oh.
Don't you worry.
Oh. Oh, boy.
There's nothing in the playoffs.
I mean, I don't know who's more arrogant. You guys are the Philadelphia Eagle fans.
Oh, no, we ain't having this conversation. You know what? If I had more time on this show, we would have that conversation right now since you done included a Buffalo conversation about the Eagles. But nevertheless, I got Jay Bailey, who was talking about the run game with the Packers and things of that nature being in the right direction. Yeah, that's crazy to hear, especially when you got a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, that the running game is the way to go. So that's interesting enough. Jay,
they got the weapons.
Jay, let me ask you.
Let's talk about Buffalo's run game or the lack of.
I didn't talk. Listen, I'm gonna say this one more time. I don't want to say it a third time, but I will. I said that Josh Allen has been appointed to be the power back for the Buffalo Bills. And by the power of Grayskull, we gonna hope that Havoc doesn't take over. Didn't I say this? I mean, don't make me say this again, man. You heard this like 3 times on the show already. Okay.
Come on, George. Do better.
Come on, man. Come on. Marcus said that they was better off getting Jeff Wilson Jr. The Dolphins have zero chance. He said,
Marcus knows he's a smart guy. Because he's a Cowboys fan doesn't mean anything.
He said, y'all gonna run Josh Allen into the ground. I'm afraid that might happen. Shout out to my guy Monster in the building. Joe Monster McDowell in the building. What's up, Monster? Tomorrow, get ready for M&T Live at the Apollo. Right here. Stop laughing. You know what? See, this is mayhem right here. Where's Monster? Yo, stop that. So tomorrow you will get to listen to me and Monster on M&T Live at the Apollo here. We'll be talking more about what's going on in the NFL, some NHL stuff, some NBA stuff. We'll talk about that for sure. I'm just happy to have my guy Josh Bailey in the building on the line, Jay Renaud in the building on the line, Joey Hatch in the building on the line, Dalton Smith on the line. Shout out to everybody who's been tuning in on the line. This Everything Buffalo show, man, I'm appreciative of, and I really think that this show can go places if we continue to do what we're doing right here. This intimate setting could be definitely, something we can continue to do with everybody here. Josh Bailey. Yo, Josh, by the way, Randall Cobb is a really cool dude. I meant to tell you that.
Yeah, that's my second favorite Green Bay receiver.
Yeah, man. I talked to him. I talked to him on the bench the other night. It was really cool. Him and Mason Crosby are definitely very personable people. So if there was any positive to come out of that loss against the Bills, those two definitely produced some positive, some positive insight. By the way, what's up with this Jari Alexander and Stephon Diggs thing? Maybe we can talk about that real quick too. What's up with that? What's up, man? Why you got a problem with Diggs, man?
They both be talking trash though, but Diggs got the dub, so Diggs won it.
Right.
He wasn't even sticking Diggs like that.
Right. He wasn't. He really wasn't. He was on Gabe Davis, the guy who only catches 3 passes a game.
Right. Oh, come on. Don't even give me that either. Gabe Davis like 60% of your offense for like 3 games.
No, sir. According to Marcus Betts. Yeah, I'm calling him Marcus the Alphabet. Loves talking crap about Gabe Davis.
Yeah, he said he's not a route runner.
Yeah.
What did Marcus say?
I can't. Marcus said that he's an average route runner. He's not a great route runner.
Well, that might be true, but he was still 60% of your offense.
I can't listen. I can't make this up anymore. Hey, Marcus has his idea of Gabe Davis. I have mine, especially from watching him up close and personal every damn game. I mean, it's okay though. I mean, it is what it is. But that's what makes sports talk fun. He said he runs 3 routes.
Jalen Waddle.
I just can't. Marcus said, y'all, that Gabe Davis runs 3 routes. I can't.
And as long as it gets the job done.
Right. I can't. Randy Moss was
the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
3 routes got his team 6-1.
Right. Right. Those 3 supposed routes. Right. Go ahead and drop the elephant in the room real quick, Joey.
The Eagles have the 3rd easiest schedule in the league. When they play anybody with any caliber, They're gonna get dogged, bro.
Oh, yeah. You know, that's been a conversation. Who's the better team, the Bills or the Eagles? I'll let y'all, matter of fact, can y'all decipher who's better, the Bills or the Eagles right now?
Oh, Buffalo has definitely got the better team because Philadelphia hasn't even beaten a full-strength team yet.
Jay?
That's interesting.
Josh Bailey?
What's up?
The Bills or Eagles?
Buffalo Bills.
Okay. Dalton Smith.
I'm going to say the Bills.
Man, that shit is unanimous. And you just heard me cuss on the show. Yeah, it's unanimous. I don't understand.
Buffalo is definitely better than the Eagles.
Once again, besides the record, what metric makes the Eagles better? Besides that, they got a running game in Miles Sanders. That's the only thing that's better to me than what the Bills have. There's nothing that tells me that the Eagles are better than the Bills. Besides the record, 7-0, which again, I just want to point out and preface it one more time.
8-0.
Yeah, 8-0. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're 8-0 now. I just want to preface it that this is the same division that had Cooper Rush and the Cowboys at 5-2 without Dak Prescott, and had supposedly the worst 6-1 team ever in NFL history, according to experts. I just want to put that out there. And you know what's even funnier is that the Washington Commanders is 4-4.
According to the people that were announcing the game last night, the Eagles are in the toughest division in football. That's a joke.
Yeah, I think that's a joke. I think that's hilarious.
We all know that the NFC East is not good.
Yeah. By the way, let me play this advertisement again for the second time during the show. For sure, because I definitely played it the first.
Yeah. Bills Mafia. Don Brown. Yeah. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the Mafia, I'm with the Buffalo Bills. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. Hey, who you reppin', what's your team? Who you reppin', what's your team? You know I'm reppin' for my team. I got that talent on my team. Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer, can you catch it? Can you? Trade day is like a mask, you not catching anything. Matt Milano making plays, we not scared of any team. Best in the AFC, all the praise of Brandon Bean. You hear Sean McDermott clapping while I'm snapping? Do you? Jerry Hughes will get the sack soon as you snap it. Yeah. Andre Roberts running back, ain't no just backing. Mafia, we on a ride and we got traction. We got Beasley, we got Diggs. McKenzie make you miss. Dawson Knox with the stiff arm, treat opponents just like his. Feliciano, Deion Dawkins block defenders like the fence. Hey, it's the Mafia. I said no one on top of us. I said no one is blocking us on top of our division, so it's clear that it's no stopping us. Google best team in the league and we popping up. Hey, who you reppin'? What's your team? Who you reppin'? What's your team? You know I'm reppin' for my team. I got the salad on my team. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills.
Me and Monster, we'll see. That's right. We'll see you tomorrow. This is the Everything Buffalo Show. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, guys, for calling in. Let's make this show memorable. All right. Shout out to NCW too, by the way. Shout out to NCW.
Make sure everybody tunes in and give them a like, share, and follow.
For sure. Definitely. Appreciate you guys. I will see y'all soon down the road. All right. Peace out. Hello?